Men are the most horrible.
You're so pretty. You can date any guy you want. Actually, I can sleep with any guy I want. Unfortunately, it's not.
That is why a lot of men call women delusional, right? Women think that, oh, you know what? If my boyfriend messed up, I have a phone. I can call a man. Great, cool. Practically any and every woman can do that. You calling a man to have sex with you, to sleep with you, to be with you short term, does not make it all that special, right? It's not impressive because really, practically all women can get men to sleep with them. All women, from the ugly ones to the pretty ones. You can get men to sleep with you. It's not impressive. What's impressive is could you get a man to commit to you, a man that you want to commit to you long term. Now that is impressive, okay? Getting men that would want to sleep with you is nothing special. And this is the delusion of a lot of women thinking that, oh, I can get him, I can replace you. Really? Could you? You can't, right? You can't. Or you can't do it easily, right? You can't, because women think that, oh, I can replace you. What, with men you don't want? With men that would just sleep around with you? Yeah, no duh, right? But that's, again, not impressive, and it's nothing special, okay? Because I've always said, women have options, right? No matter if you're ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, young, old, all women have options. But do they have options with the men that they want? And do the men that they want them for long-term commitment? Again, the men that you want, just having sex with you and then leaving you, not impressive. It shows you that, you know what, you're not that special. That men would just want to sleep with you and they really don't want to be with you for long. So really, this whole notion that women think that, oh, because you've seen it, right? The videos where women say, oh, I can replace you, right? You want to act up? I can call some other guy. Cool, great. But here's the thing. If you wanted that guy, you would have been with that guy. This is the thing where a lot of women seem to not realize, and a lot of men seem to not realize too, where they're weak to a lot of women. Because if you were chosen by her, if she accepted you, you were better than the rest, right? You were better than the rest. Plain and simple, okay? You had something about you that made you better than the rest. Because again, most women, all women in my opinion, have options. There's constant men wanting to be with them. Yet they said yes to you. Okay, so her threatening you or whatever, saying that, oh, I can call this other guy. Great, cool. If you wanted to be with him, go for it. But you didn't, so you chose me. Okay? But yeah, again, if women want to go to other guys, cool. Men should not care because it shows you that, you know, it's not impressive that women have a lot of options.
If I see one more beautiful, stunning, show-stopping woman of color with a mediocre-ass white man,
Women constantly show how superficial they are. This is insane that women aren't allowed to love men based on their personality, based on men more than just their looks, on their superficiality, right? It's like a good-looking woman must be with a good-looking man. Don't matter how he treats her, right? Don't matter if he's toxic. Don't matter if he's like just a terrible man. As long as he's good-looking, that's all that matters. Instead of, you know what, maybe he treated her right. He respected her. He loved her. She loves him for his personality. No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. This is disgusting. It is honestly idiotic. And this is why you see society not more and more nowadays, especially the dating market, right? How a lot of women nowadays are purely going to superficial means. They don't care about men's personality anymore. They don't. They care about how much a man makes, how much money he makes. They care about how tall he is, and they care about how he looks. Purely that. Once they get with him, now they change their tune, right? They would complain about his personality, but to get into her bed, right? To get a relationship with her, all you need is those three: height, looks, and money, right? You can interchange, probably go with, you know, either mainly looks or mainly money, but those three are the superficial standards that a lot of women now have, and it is sad. And then you wonder why women are complaining about men consistently. Maybe it's because all you care about is superficial standards, right? Surprise, surprise, that a man that's purely good looking, he would treat you bad because his personality is a door stump, right? No, that can't be true. Men must be perfect. If he's good looking, he must have an amazing personality. He must be faithful, right? No, it's like, this is the insanity that he has to be perfect. Good looking, height, personality, morality, money, has to be amazing. He has to be perfect. Absolute insanity of a lot of women nowadays. It's disgusting. It is ridiculous how delusional a lot of women are and how their standards are unrealistic and idiotic.
And sir, if you text me and ask me how my day going and I tell you that it's not going well and you don't respond back and ask me how can you be of service, how can you help, how can you fix it, how can you make it better? Don't worry about it. Have a great life.
And women wonder why they're chronically single, right? They wonder why when dating is so easy for them, they're chronically single. Because in their mind, men are only good if they can be used. Men are only good if they can take away women's adult responsibilities, right? Make women's life easier. This is why men are walking away from dating. This is also why the players and the bad boys are up. Because they don't care, right? They'll give you money just to get some of it. But they will pump and dump, right? Once they get it, they will pump and dump. So you're pretty much transactional. You're pretty much just transactional. That's the thing. It's not about caring for someone. It's about, what can you provide? It's purely what money. How much can you provide for me? How much can you enrich my life? Instead of, how about enriching my life with your love, with your devotion, your dedication, how you treat somebody. But all the women care about how you treat them monetarily. And then you wonder why relationships have become so transactional, right? Because a man will, now he wants to pay for it. Well, he wants to get some. Women just don't understand it, right? Men are paying it for free. Men are just like giving you money. Oh, just the kindness of their heart. Now that they're giving you money, they want their investment, right? They want the payoff. This is why I said women are the root of all the problems in the dating market. Women have created transactional relationship. It's no more about love. It's no more about building with somebody. It's no more about being there with someone through the hard times and the good times. It's about, you're a tool, you're a wallet, you are a whole, right? That's it, right? I'm paying for something, I'm getting something. Plain and simple. I know it's just funny. It really is, because again, these would be the same type of women will complain about men are liars, men are cheaters, right? Men, how could you tell men lie? Because this energy. Why wouldn't a man lie to this? Right? Because all you care about is how he's gonna enrich your life, how he's gonna pay to make your life better. So why wouldn't liars be attracted to this? Good men would not, because they don't want to be used. They don't. And they don't want everything to just be about money. So this is why women don't understand how you attract liars, because of energy like this, okay?
Somebody explain this to me. Fellas always complain about women always wanting a man for money, and then they also complain about a woman being too independent because it makes her masculine. So you don't want her to be independent. You don't want her to be codependent. What's the middle lane? What's that one? What dependent is that? Can I claim it?
It's called partnership. Please understand that, right? You're an adult. You work. You have adult responsibilities. It's called partnership. You're not someone's child. That's the thing. That's the difference, where women seem to have forgotten partnership, where they share in the burdens. Either they're single and they have to take up 100% of their burdens as an adult, or they're in a relationship where someone else is sharing in their burdens while they are sharing in the other person's burdens. Partnership. That's the thing. This is the thing that a lot of women are like, seem to so. It's like it goes past their brains. Partnership, really? Because I'm supposed to be selfish. It's supposed to be about me, right? It's supposed to be about me. It's either I'm by myself, thinking about myself, or I'm in a relationship and you need to think about me, while I still think about myself. It's always, this is the thing where I see more and more of this, how modern women can't understand and grasp the idea that how selfish they are. They are extremely, extremely selfish in life. And it's okay. If you're single, fine. Be as selfish as you want. But to think that you take that idea and transfer it into a relationship is insane to me. When you're dealing with another person and you're this selfish, how can you expect the other person to be selfless? How? How can you expect the other person to not think about themselves and think about you? This is the insanity of a lot of modern day women. It's like, I honestly believe they are the ones who are narcissists. They are the ones who are egotistical. It's insane. The amount of selfishness in women is next level.
I might be wrong, but I've noticed lately that a lot of guys don't know the difference between equality and chivalry. Like, if you want equality, you shouldn't expect chivalry. Since when did these two become mutually exclusive of each other? There are so many guys, जिनको तुम बोल दो, I expect कि you do these things for me, you open the doors for me, you be that guy for me, and they're like, oh, but you want equality, oh, but you are feminist, oh, but feminism. Arre, equality and chivalry are two different things. Educate yourself.
Asking someone to educate themselves yet literally not explaining the difference. There's no difference. Equality is you're equal to each other. Chivalry is you treating someone special, i.e. that they're better. You're treating them like they're not equal to you. Holding someone's door when that person wouldn't hold your door, that means you're treating them better than they would treat you, okay? Paying for a date paying for their meal, okay, doing these, you're doing something for someone else, regardless of yourself, right? They're not doing that for you. There's the unequalness right there, okay? That's the thing where, like, a lot of women, they're not really educating themselves. They're not really understanding. This is why I honestly believe chivalry should die, right? Let's say this, especially early on in a relationship, right? The whole dating part, chivalry should be dead. Maybe if you're in a deep relationship, maybe if you're married, okay. But in general, chivalry should be saved. Being a gentleman should be saved until, like, this person is like, it's an equal relationship where they're giving you as much as you're getting, right? I mean, you're giving as much as you're getting, because a lot of women constantly doesn't understand the meaning of equality and what chivalry is, right? Chivalry is you're going out of your way to treat someone different, right? Make someone treated more special, because again, they're not treating you in the same direction, right? They're not treating you the same. You want to be equal. You are strong, independent, right? You don't need no man. You can make your own money. Well, then why would I treat you better, right? Why would I treat you different than anyone else? That's the thing. Also, I wanted to say, right, sometimes women are blinded, right? They're pick and choosing traditions, they're pick and choosing things. We don't understand why. Why were there gentlemen, right? Why was there chivalry? This was a certain point where women weren't not quite equal to men. So men go out of their way to show women, you know, you're treating the women special, because society in itself don't treat women with equality, right? Treat women as equals. So within your relationship or dating, you try to counteract that by making her feel special, making her show that, you know what, you are equal, or I am treating you better than society views you. Okay, that's the thing. That's why, in my opinion, why there was chivalry, why men were gentlemen, because these women are, you know, they were, I guess you could say treated lesser in the grand scheme of things, okay? So men went out of their ways to be better towards women, right? To compensate how the world treats women. But now the world views women as equal, so men should treat women as equal.
You can't fix stupid. You can't heal toxic. Loving people harder doesn't make them love you back. And over-explaining yourself doesn't mean you'll be understood. The day you realize this, you'll be free.
I don't necessarily disagree, but here's the thing where I think you'd be more free if you realize that you can only control yourself. Do not get with people that you want to change. Do not get with people you expect them to change, right? Get with someone that you love who they are. You love who they are right now, right? It's not that, oh, I wish this person would change in a few years. No, stop that. You can only control yourself. Just like she said, you can't fix people, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't want to fix anybody. You shouldn't want to deal with people you have to fix. That's the thing, where you control yourself. That's it, not other people. So you should go for people that you love who they are. I think a lot of people are struggling because, you know what, they get with people that, you know what, in their mindset, there are certain things about this person they want to change, but they're not gonna say nothing, hoping that eventually this person will change certain habits, certain things. Because here's the thing where I watched a video of a woman complaining about, you know, going to work and then coming home and cooking for her husband, which I can understand that. But here's the thing. Was that not the way it was before? Was the man, I mean, after you go into work, before you married him, after you go into work, was he cooking all the time, or were you still cooking? Because this is the thing. You knew what it was. You knew how it was. Hoping it would change is, in my opinion, the sign of insanity. Okay? Stop hoping the person that you chose will change. See them for who they are. Either accept them or stop wasting your time and leave them. This is the thing, like I said, I've seen a lot of women complain about how their marriages are now. But really, did you not live with the person before you married them? Did you not see their personality before you marry them, before you got into a relationship? Because I honestly believe either women ignore a lot of things or they don't vet men properly. And I think that women do both, right? They do both. And that's the problem where I have, where a lot of people, they're leaving relationships because this is not how they want it, but they chose the person. So they knew how it would be. They just hoped that things would change. That's a sign of insanity.
Men get so offended when hot and successful women also want to date hot and successful men. And obviously the term success is like very subjective, but if a woman is doing well for herself, why would she not expect that out of her life partner? Make it make sense, guys.
I'll make it make sense. Men don't give a shit. Men care about you going online, right? You date these hot, successful men. You go online and complain about these men aren't good men. These men aren't like the nice guys. These men aren't faithful. These men, you complain about these men that you want to date, that you choose to date. Then men care about, right? Because again, then you say all men are shit. All men are trash. All men are cheaters. That's the problem. That's when men care. Because your choice in dating the men that you want to date, and then you complain that all men are this, right? That's when men care. That you choose these men, and then you put a blanket statement that all men are this, most men are that. No, just the men you want. This is the thing where men don't care who you want to date, right? They don't care if you want to date the athlete, the entertainers, the players, the pookies, the bad boys. They don't care, right? They don't care if you want to date hot, successful men. They care that you date these men. Then you come online, you complain that all men don't know how to communicate, right? Oh, is communication something separate in men? No, it's the men you chose that don't know how to communicate. Not communication is separate in men, right? That's the thing that women kind of understand. You can choose who you want to date. The problem is you chose who you want to date, and then you complain, right? You complain that all men are like this. No, right? You complain, oh, my husband doesn't like chip in. Well, you chose him, right? You didn't choose a man that would chip in. You chose the man that wouldn't. Oh, my man cheated on me. Well, you chose them. You didn't choose a man that wouldn't cheat. You chose the man that would. Okay? And here's the thing. Surprise, surprise, the man that's hot and successful, that he would cheat. Right? Because most women want him. Whether she's hot or not, whether she's successful or not, they still want a hot, successful man. Right? Women, beauty range from 0 to 10, want a man that's hot and successful. So really, like, if that's your criteria in dating men, then don't be surprised that he cheats on you. Don't be surprised that he doesn't value you. Don't be surprised he doesn't respect you. He doesn't care. Whatever. Don't be surprised. But you chose him. Don't put a blanket statement on all men, right? Don't say all men are cheaters. All men are this. All men. Not even the majority of men, right? Because from dating statistics even show you that majority of women find very few men attractive. Majority of women go after the 20% of men. So really, most women only interact with very minor amount of men.
Hey guys, I just wanted to give my opinion on something because I feel like we're in the lazy man apocalypse. Like, men used to fight. They used to fight for their women, but now, why am I fighting? Like, why am I fighting? Why are females fighting now? Like, the roles have been switched, and I just don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't want to deal with it. Like, I'm just done with it. Like, genuinely, I'm so confused. Like, me and my friends have been talking. Like, literally, I feel like for the past couple months, especially, like, the men are gone. There's no men. Like, we're all boys. We're, like, I don't know what's going on, genuinely. But if there's any good ones left, please let me know. Bye, guys.
Yeah, and the women are girls. It's like, seriously, you want the roles to switch. You want to go back to the kitchen? It's like, really? It's like women chose these roles. Women want to be strong, independent, no need no man. Well, okay, you don't need no man, right? And men are acting accordingly. This is the thing where, because women's standards, right, where they're not needing a man for a financial gain or for provision, women are going for men on looks, right? A lot of women are going for men purely on looks. So the men that are going for looks, they are the prize. They have an influx of women, so why would they need to fight, right? Why would you fight when you have an abundance, right? It's like, why would a man need to fight for women when he could look through his phones and text upon text upon text upon text, calls of women wanting to be with him? Why? Okay? And here's the thing with a lot of women that I can never understand. That they pick and choose everything. They want the roles to reverse where men fight for women and stuff like that, yet they don't understand the consequences of those actions, right? What are they fighting for? Women that don't need no man? Women that are strong, independent? Women that call men trash? Women that will put men down? Women that don't want, it's like, you say you don't need men, yet you say these kind of takes is absolute asinine in my opinion. Also, it's weird. Women this young, how do they even know how men are? Right? It's like, it fascinates me, right? That you see constantly these young women saying, oh, how men used to. You don't know how men used to be. And yet you also complain about men how they used to be, and then you also want men to be how they used to be. The men that you see around you are the men that you qualify for. The men that women of your generation and before you have created. So, enjoy the fruits of your labors. Also I want to say this, right? Just like the thing with the lazy thing. It just made me think about, men nowadays, if they can be, close to certain women's standards, they want effort now. They require effort. Back in the day, in my opinion, women can be lazy. Men can't. Now, lazy. Men are controlling the amount of effort they put out. But they expect equal to more because again, men know that they have to. The burden of performance is on them. They're going to have to provide, plan. There's always expectations on men. So, if you want me to, take up these expectations, right? Fill these expectations. Well, what am I getting from it, right? Why would I do this? You better be something special.
I'm 53. It has been several years. Where are all the good men? I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
Why is it so hard? Because you made it hard. I have no sympathy for women when it comes to dating, right? Women made their dating life hard. At 53, now you're asking where the good men are? Why didn't you ask it at 23? This is the thing where I've said this, dating is easy for women. They choose to make it hard. By choosing the men that they chose, by choosing the path that they chose, women either choose to focus on their career, focus on things other than men, until the point where, i.e. they're 53, and then asking where are the good men at? I'm sorry, men weren't your priority. So if you didn't care if you had them or not, why would they care to be with you? This is the thing what women don't understand. They put priority in education and career, and those things succeed. And then they surprise that they don't put a priority in men, and that fails. That's the thing where if you don't care, are you surprised that it doesn't succeed? And the insanity of asking where the good men at is absolutely asinine in my opinion. It angers me that any woman will ever ask where the good men at, because those good men you ignored. Those good men you broke up with. Those good men you either cheated on. Those good men you didn't want to be in a relationship with. And then now that you are at the later half of your life, now you want these men. It's like, really? So this is what these men deserve. You at the end of your life, or you at the later end of your life. Instead of, they didn't deserve you at your best, at your peak, at your prime, at an age where, you know what, they would have wanted to experience your youth. It's like, you think good men deserve you at you're more bitter, you're older, you're harder to deal with, all this stuff, right? You're at a point where, it's not that great to now deal with, right? It's fine if you grow into it, right, with the person, but now dealing with that person at this stage it's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And this is the thing with women, right? I honestly believe every single woman have experienced a good man in their lifetime. They just either, like I said, broke up with him, cheated on him, left him, ignored him, didn't want to be with him, friend zoned him. So really, you have, in my opinion, no right to ask where the good men at. I no right at all.
I don't know what it is about men, but when they see a girl saying, I'm okay being alone, or that they don't need a man, they get very defensive. And they project, and they're like deflecting. And I'm like, it's giving, you need to stop. It's giving, you need to go heal yourself. It's giving, if I want to post something on my TikTok, it's because I want to. Just leave me alone. You guys have to know that in this day and age, if you want to post on social media, it's a norm now. If you want to vent to social media, it's a norm now. Like, leave me the fuck alone. You are just so insecure, and you project your own insecurities onto women that do not need a man. Do I want a man? Yeah, of course I do. I want to be in love, but I don't need one.
In my personal opinion, it's the one to say they don't need a man but want one, they're better off single. Here's the thing, right? She makes some weird points. She can post on social media, but people can't comment on her social media posts. That's weird, right? It's social media. You will have the freedom to post. People have the freedom to respond, period, okay? And this is the thing. I am a big supporter of women just staying single, right? You don't need a man, fine. You don't want a man, whatever, right? It's not about that, right? But here's the thing. This is the insanity. I'm not even necessarily targeting her in this one. It's that a lot of times when men say shit is that women say they don't need a man or want a man or whatever. And then they consistently complain about men. That's just weird, right? You don't want him, you don't need him, or whatever. You don't have to have a man, okay. Yet you consistently complain about men. Does that seem like you're decentering men? Not really. Seems like you're still ruled by it. And so that's why it's ridiculous. You want to be single, you want to girl power, you want to focus on yourself, you don't want, to have a man around you, cool. Then stop talking about it, right? Stop talking about men. But no, you consistently talk about men. You talk about, your troubles with men. You talk about men aren't shit, all these things. You insult men, stuff like that. And then you're surprised that men will have an opinion. So, no, that's ridiculous, right? And this is, again, we're online. Everyone gives their 2 cents, period. Oh, like I said, also, I'm okay with women being alone. I'm actually a big supporter of women staying single and childless for the rest of their life, right? Decentering completely. No man in your life. Don't care, don't need, don't look at a man. Like, stay celibate for the rest of your life. I am a big supporter of that. But it's, again, like I said, it's usually the hypocrisy. You don't need a man, yet you're consistently complaining about men. That really don't make sense.
You are not his job seeker. You're not supposed to write his resume for him. You're not supposed to make a to-do list in the morning so he gets out of bed and does something. You're not his therapist, and you're not his mom. Please keep that in mind when you're dating him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to provide for her, because hell with her bills, right? Hell with paying for half of the date, or the date at all, right? You're not supposed to protect her from the world. She's strong, independent. You're not supposed to help her with children because, that's her job. That's her duty. It's like, let's forget about being partners. Let's forget about being a helpmate. Let's forget about building together. This is the thing why older women are poisonous, right? They want to spread their bitterness, right, to other women. This is the thing where misery loves company. This is the thing where older women have terrible advice because they have lived terrible lives, right? And they want to spread that misery to others. This is honestly disgusting in my opinion, right? You're pretty much telling people to not be partners, not be helpmates, not be important in your partner's life, not contribute to your partner's life. Same about being a mother. So what? A man shouldn't provide and protect, be a father. Like, this is like the figures. It's like nurturing, right? Loving, caring. Yeah, it's a mother. It's a woman. That's a woman. That's the embodiment of a woman, not just a mother. So this is absolute. Honestly, these things are disgusting. Really, it's really disgusting how you see these older women probably try to be coaches, fake coaches, shitty ass coaches trying to get money from women, right, and teach them stupid shit, right? Literally stupid shit. Because how is this helping you getting any kind of man? Honestly, this is helping you get it to be used by a man, right? Getting used by a man. This is what this kind of advice will help you with. Get you used by a man. Absolutely ridiculous. And this, right? The people that will only be attracted to you are the shitty men, terrible men, players, bad boys, shit like that. Because they don't care how you act. They don't care what you say, right? As long as they get to use you, you could be as selfish as you want. These things are tiring, right? I always think that women are just a lot of women, not all women, are the root of the problems that are happening in the dating market.
So I was just at the gas station, and this guy was like, "Oh, let me pump your gas for you. A pretty lady shouldn't be pumping her own gas." And I'm like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. It's also $60 premium to fill up my BMW." And he's like, "Oh, no. I wasn't trying to pay for your gas. I just wanted to pump it for you." Like, go away, ladies. If you want a man to leave you alone, bring up money. Bring up money. I swear to God, he was out of there. He didn't even pump my gas, all right?
I mad support that. I said in one of my videos that if men were being creepy to you, I think you should bring up money. I really do. Because I agree. Bring up money. Hopefully that will be a way for you to safely deter men from interacting with you, right? I 100% agree. I love this because it shuts up men thinking that they can be gentlemen nowadays. Stop being it, right? A little while back, right? There was this older guy talking about he was in a rainstorm, right? Pumping gas. And then another woman pulled up. A woman pulled up. Single mom, whatever, right? He pumped her gas too. Then another woman come up. Because it was like a rainstorm. He said like, wow, all these women that I had to pump gas for had no man. Men, you got to step up. Men, you got to step up. And you know what? I wish these women that he pumped gas for told him, oh, could you pay for it too? I wish. Because this is the idiocy of a lot of men, right? Especially the panderers. Pandering. You think that you think it's so gentleman, so amazing of you to pump women's gas. Really? Because shit like that's what you're gonna get. Right? Men being overly nice to strangers needlessly. You don't need to pump, strangers' gas. But you think you're gentlemanly, right? And that's what you're gonna get. Women telling you to pay for it as well. Right? Because you're creepy. Because you know what? You need to contribute to her life. I guess, and I'm all for it. I'm just saying that, you know what? We need to stop pandering men. Men that think that there's something special by being gentlemanly to women nowadays. Why? Women are perfectly equal. They are equal human beings. Don't be creeping to them. Don't even interact with them. Let them be. Let women be. Honestly, I really think we need to get rid of being gentlemen. We really do. Because honestly, women aren't into every man. So there's only a select few men that they even want to be a gentleman to, right? Only a few select men, they want gentlemen, right? That's it. So most men, they don't really care. That they will just use you if they need to, if they can. But I'm in all support. Again, like I'm saying, I'm in all support of women. You know, if a man's creeping you, following you, or whatever, pay for it. Tell him to like, oh, give me $1,000, and then you can walk with me, right? I'm in all support of that, right? Thinking you're a gentleman, right? Thinking pump your gas, pay for it too. Mad support of it.